What's up, guys? It's been a couple months since my last video. I picked up like 3 or 4 subscribers in the last 2 months too, which is kind of cool. It means there's some interest out there, people finding the channel. I did a lot of service work over the last couple months, boring stuff that I really have no interest in making content on or anything like that. But I did pick up quite a few jobs here this summer in the shop, and I really don't think I'm going to be doing much service work anymore because I have probably 8 or 9 cars to build from scratch at this point now, hot rods and other stuff. So one of the cool ones that I got in here recently is this 260Z Datsun. It's going to be a wide body. I got the wide body kit over here in the boxes. Didn't even open them yet to look at it, but I got that all ready. This is basically the way he bought the car. It's got some really nice suspension under it already. It's going to have a 6.2 LS in it with a 6-speed. Someone had already previously welded the floor pans in the front. It's a California car, but I guess there was some holes in it, so he had new floor pans put in. The only thing I did so far was strip the glass and you know, some interior parts that were left in there, but this is basically the way it showed up. I have no idea why they cut the quarter panels out like that. It seems kind of ridiculous to me, because I mean, any type of burnout or anything, or drifting wise, the smoke's going to roll right into the car. All there was a piece of interior here with almost like a venting in it. So I mean, the inside of the car was open right up to the wheel well, and they did have a body kit screwed onto it. You could see where the screw holes were. They just had them stuck on there for drifting or racing or whatever they were doing with this thing. The guy also had a fuel cell put in it. My hatch is locked right now, but he had a fuel cell put in, and they did a good job putting it in, but when it came time to finish it up and cover it, they just took this piece of galvanized and self-tapered it right down to the original floorboards. And for a car that's going to be basically what this one's going to be, I think that's kind of hacky. That's going to have to go. We'll make a nice recessed lip all the way around that and a bead rolled panel to go down in there, clean that all up really nice. I mean, the car is going to have quite a bit of money invested into it, so we got to make this thing right. So my first order of business here today is I'm going to finish taking some of the paint off the quarter panels and get these areas patched up on both sides. Like I said, I don't know why they did that. I can't see how it could be like a weight savings thing. Those 2 pieces of sheet metal probably weighed a pound or 2 pounds, you know, by the time they cut them out. So I have no idea why they did that, but I'm going to fill those back in. I'm going to bring it up to the original wheelhouse there, and I'm just going to stop for now, because then what I'm going to do is screw the entire body kit onto it and measure for wheels, and once we get the wheels, then we'll build the inner fender wells for it. Alright, well, I'm going to get the DA out, set you guys up on a stand, tear the paint off the quarter panels, and start making some templates for the patch panels for back there. Well, I got most of the paint off the quarter panels now, and now I'm going to start making my template for this area that was cut out. I'm also going to block off the old gas door here, because they relocated it already to the back under the license plate. So I can get rid of all that junk, just kind of come in here, put a radius on it, and like I said, I don't have to connect it to the inner, because I'm sure some of this is going to have to be changed for the big wheels that are going to go on here. One other thing that has to be done too is this side's all right here. I'll block that off to seal it off from the inside of the car, but there's quite a bit of damage on this side, so I'll have to pull that out and get this reattached out to here. I know this bolt hole here and this one here need to line up with this hole and this hole, so at least I have some type of reference where it needs to be. And then I'll just measure off the other side and get this out where it's supposed to be, because this is kind of smashed up too. And then on the top up here, this is so wrinkled up. Must have had a heck of a hit up here, so I'll probably take this whole section out up to the body line and just replace it, you know, and let it hang down for now. So we'll start making a template for the other side. So before I make my template, I'm going to cut this bottom corner out down here, because you can see they already have a cut there. I'm going to kind of square all this stuff off so I don't have so many angles and stuff on my sheet metal. And then I'm going to come up to the top here around the gas hole and cut the remaining lip off of that, so I got a nice you know, edge to butt up and weld it in, and also so the remainder of that lip isn't sticking inside the quarter panel. So I got my original gas filler hole plugged off now. Got rid of the original mounting nuts and all that stuff. And I plugged these two random holes that were here. I don't know if they were for wiring or what they were, but we're not going to need them anymore. So that's all sealed off now. Now I'll get the quarter panel on this side. Just kind of made a straight up splice into it to pull this in. Got this piece of sheet metal lined up here, and I'm just going to put a filler in here and just kind of make this body line kind of swoop out and just end here at a point. Like I said, it's all going to get covered up anyway with the wide body kit, but I want to get it sealed off nice. And I guess if anyone looks under there someday, it looks like something anyway. Passenger side's done, turned out pretty good. That body line turned out really nice, just kind of ending it like that. We'll just match that off on the other side. And like I said, you're never going to see them anyway, they'll be under the kit, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to get rid of these holes here for the original bumper. I believe that's what they were for, either that or side markers. But I'll probably get rid of all these after I make sure the kit does cover it and after I make sure we don't need them, but yeah, this turned out good. We'll move on to the other side. turned out pretty good for just mocking it up. The stuff fits fairly decent. It's going to be a lot of work like any other kit. Front end, like I said, we're pretty much limited now until the hood shows up to really fit that and start bolting it to the car hard, you know, in location. But it all fits together pretty good on the nose. That's pretty much as far as we can go today. Some of the other stuff I want to do is I want to make a new core support up here. They just got a pipe welded in, a piece of roll bar. There's a little bit of damage down in here, and they got big plates welded in. We'll clean that stuff up a little bit. They mounted the radiator pretty nice. They got some nut zerks in there just on some flat bar. I mean, that's plenty strong, but I think we'll do something a little more stylish than that. For what the car is going to be, it should have a little nicer job than that. I got a hole here, and this entered a patch, and over here they bashed it in. I really don't understand that. At first I thought maybe they cut that for tire clearance, but over here they bashed it out, so that doesn't make sense unless they had twin turbos up front or something along those lines. I'd like to address some of that stuff and then redo that trunk floor around the fuel cell, get rid of that galvanized, and bead roll a nice panel for that, make it nice. Also got to put the cage in yet, so I can probably do that while I'm waiting for wheels in the hood. But that's pretty much it for fitting the body kit for now. I'll make another video when I get some more parts here, or make a little more progress on the metalwork anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.